Okay, so I'm going to move this one log that I've got up here with my grapple, and I'm going to get rid of all of the scrap from the first two logs, and then we're going to go down and try to pick up, I got to fill up a gas first, or diesel, but I've got to go down and see if I can get the other one of the other two big logs. One of them I know I can't lift, one of them I think I can, so we're going to try to get that one and work on that today. So start by kind of rolling this thing out of the way. I'll probably just pick it up. This is the reason I'm not doing this one yet is because it's a little bit shorter, and when I go to stack my wood in the greenhouse, you kind of want all the same size. The other ones are almost 14 feet long, so this one's probably 8 or 9. So I'm not going to want to have that in my greenhouse trying to stack. If I can put them on top, just put it down over here. Get some of this, a couple pieces I gotta try to get closer. A lot easier than trying to stack it on a forks, which is what I used to do. And I got one piece fill out. I'm going to put this off to the side because I've got somebody that comes up and takes the wood. Actually, maybe I can put it over the backside. Get someone that comes and uses some of these for firewood. They used to do it with the forks and you could only get up so high, but with the grapple you got a little bit more range. That way the drier stuff in the front he can still come up and get. I'm gonna get this one out of the way that I dropped. Drop this one here. See if I can pull this back a little bit. Yeah, maybe not. The wood that you see, or the scraps you see on the right, I'm going to cut those up. Those are hardwood. Whoops. So I'm keeping them separate. All this stuff back here is pine. Okay, now we're gonna go fill up with gas and go get that other log, hopefully. Try to. This is a new driveway that we built up at camp. I shouldn't say we. I had a guy by the name of Rob Andrews do it for me. He did a fantastic job. All the gravel you see on top, he pulled out here, dug a hole, found the gravel, and then buried a lot of the tree stumps and whatnot. And I know eventually that'll settle, but that's okay. Saved me quite a bit of money from having a truck gravel in here. Got some white pine off to the left there, some smaller ones that I can mill up too, but I like starting with the bigger ones. A lot less work for the amount of lumber you get. So, what I am going to try to do is roll this one back a little bit. This one's too big for my grapple. I already tried lifting it, not going to happen. So what I'll do is I'll try rolling this back so I can get closer to the other one and then try to see if I can lift the other one up and over. In there. center it as best I can, but I've got a lot of mud here I'm dealing with.
Sirius XM's Classic Rewind. You've been listening to Christine Stowe. I'm Dean Baldwin. I'll be sitting in for Rachel Steele today. And as always, over the course of the show, I love to get feedback. I like to receive messages where people share their memories and experiences about the music that we play here. And you can do it a couple different ways. You can find and follow me on social media, TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook at Dean Baldwin Official. Or you can send me a message through my website, DeanBaldwinMusic.com. And as I've grown older, I've discovered that in certain songs, which I thought I understood in my teenage years, I've actually taken on a new form.
Got to rev up the engine here, get as much power as I can. Actually using the log to get it a little bit higher. Get a better grip on it once I get it out here. A little more centered now. If you notice, I've got it kind of straight up and down the grapple. That's because if I try to roll it up, turn it up now, it probably doesn't got the well, this one time it does. Now it can only go to there, so we'll leave it like that. Turn the engine down a little bit so it uses just the amount of power it needs. The reason I revved it up is the hydraulics get more power if you have the engine revving. Normally when I'm driving it, I have it in auto mode, so as I give it more gas, it will rev the engine up. But at that point in time, I wasn't really revving the engine. I wasn't trying to go forward at all, so I did that by hand. I'm going to bring it a little bit closer to the, there. That way I can go up a little higher now. Not sure if I explained it good before, but if I had it rotated, the grapple rotated up, it's further away from the pivot point, so you can't lift as much up further out as you can if it's closer to the tractor. So right now I've got it pretty much already turned in. So this is probably an example where if I tried to use my forks, I may not even be able to get the log moved, because it may be too much to lift up. I really love the grapple. So WorkSaver Grapple, bought it at the state fair this past summer, or past spring I mean, and had to go through a local dealer. I went through my John Deere dealer, North Syracuse Lawn and Snow. They do, those guys are great over there. Love working with Tom. And even though there was a show special, I had to go through somebody to get it. And that worked out fine. Worked out good for them, worked out good for me. Kind of at the limit of the tractor, what the tractor can lift here, so. Chunk of sod there with this log. Square it up.
Discover a SiriusXM channel where cassettes live in harmony alongside vinyl, CDs, and MP3s. The Spectrum, where classic rock meets new rock.
see if
Channel
we
28.
can start bringing it up on the mill. Okay, now I can get the tractor out of the way. Okay,